Hello and welcome back again. I'm Tommy Underhill, the adult ADHD and autism coach at Littleton Couples Counseling. Today, let's continue our series on sex on the autism spectrum, part 3, exploring touch and sensuality. Far too many people believe that everyone with autism is touch adverse. While this situation might be true for some people, not everyone with adult autism despises being touched. In fact, many of us crave touch in specific ways. We've worked with many neurotypical people who would rather not be touched as well. All of us enjoy being touched in certain ways and places and would rather not be touched in other ways and other places. Let's take a look at autism's sensory sensitivities and touch and how to discuss it. More than not wanting to be touched, most people with autism prefer to be touched in specific ways and places, as well as not touched in certain ways and places, just like normal people. Most of us don't want to be touched unless we invite it or are accepting of it. Autism does not automatically make a person asexual or lacking in sexual desire, sexual curiosity, or sexual feelings. People with autism will experience sex and sexuality somewhat differently than neurotypical folks. Keep in mind that their experience is their reality. In our country, healthy communication around sex is sorely lacking. Sex education is usually focused on abstinence and a list of diseases one will contract from promiscuity. Many people in our society have allowed advertising, music, movies, pornography, and social media to become the next generation's primary sex educator. Social media perpetuates misinformation. Pornographic content fosters a skewed arousal template due to depicting sex without intimacy, communication, caring, or consent. Sex can be brutal and geared only to fulfilling a man's pleasure at the woman's expense. People consuming pornography often experience a false sense of normalcy that may exacerbate feelings of inadequacy and direct actions without adequate consent. Sex and sensuality can be very connective and regenerative when the people involved communicate and forego common assumptions and presumptive sex roles. Autism or not, the best and healthiest way to discover someone's sensual and sexual likes and dislikes is through communication, discussion, exploration, and experimentation around sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and touches without shame or judgment. A safe way to begin is with, I like ... this way statements. For example, combine the words, I like to have my hair stroked this way, or I like to hold hands this way, with physical demonstrations of the action sharing pressure and tactility, as well as location. I like to have my hair touched this way. I don't like to have my hair touched this way. Then let your partner demonstrate their understanding of the action back to you. In sex therapy, Chris Wilhoit utilizes a purple vulva puppet to help facilitate discussion and sharing of likes and desires. With or without a puppet or surrogate, each partner asks, do you like being touched here or in this way? As they touch the other, begin the exploration phase with sensate touches of non-sexual location. Proceed towards sexual touches that both of you feel comfortable. Keep in mind, as I said, many people with autism do not want to be touched unless they initiate the experience. Have that conversation early and often. If you are their person, ask if that means you can touch them. If not, respect that. In review, when exploring sensual touch with a partner with autism, 1, take your time. 2, be inquisitive. 3, talk about the experience as you experience it and let them talk about it as they experience it And 4, yucks and yums can change over time. Join us next week as we look at characteristics of a healthy relationship in the next installment of Sex on the Autism Spectrum. Until then, thanks for watching.